The season began with the Colorado Avalanche on a mission to use the failures of the past as a launch pad to something special. 72 wins later, and it is mission accomplished. The Avs dominated the Stanley Cup playoffs and knocked the two-time defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning from their perch atop the league. The Avalanche stormed the gates of greatness, entrenching themselves as one of the greatest postseason teams the league has ever seen. They are in the history books forever, no longer as hopefuls chasing a dream, but as champions.
Stanley Cup champions, chat.
Let's go!
They did it.
Come on, let's go, everybody! Let's hear it! Woo!
They did it.
Let's go!
They did it. All right, first of all, look, go order one of these right now because they're literally going to sell out in like 2 minutes. The Colorado Avalanche championship shirt.
Woo!
The third cup in franchise history. It's done. It's over. No one can ever take this from anybody. There's no going back. This is forever, chat.
So awesome.
This is forever. And
that's what it hit me as.
I know.
It got going is that like tonight, tomorrow will be, it's just another day for the rest of the world.
Yep.
Just another day for us. We wake up and have to do a 1 p.m. pod.
The first 1 p.m. pod you'll ever have to do as a person that follows a Stanley Cup champion, though. It's a little different.
It occurred to me as the video got going that this is it. We'll never get to do tonight again. We'll never get to be in this moment again with anybody else other than these people.
Every one of you is here with us, with everyone, with all the fans downtown, with everybody at the bar. This is a moment in history.
And how awful being a sports fan is. How fucking horrible it is. Julian doesn't know yet. He hasn't figured it out. He doesn't know yet, but it's the worst thing in the world. It's the worst decision that none of us ever had a chance to make.
Fuck off, Micah.
We were grown. We were born into this world, and then we ended up just loving this dumb thing that hurts you over and over and over. And then occasionally you get super, super lucky, and it gets to give you this kind of night and this kind of joy and this kind of moment. And for me, it gets to happen twice in a couple of months because this is after Kansas won the Natty, too.
Oh, my God.
Why are you going to ruin it with that? This is the best year ever. It's 2022 top year, baby.
Denver Pioneers.
Ruining a perfect night.
Colorado Avalanche.
Denver Pioneer won. So DU wins the Natty.
Yeah.
Denver East, I believe, wins the National High School Championship. And then the Avalanche. It is officially the state of Hockey Town.
Yep.
State of Hockey Town, Champerado.
It is Champerado. That's it. It is no longer Champa Bay.
Nope.
It is Champerado.
Yep.
It's our cup. They coming home with it. They're going to roll down the street with it. I love lift it up in front of a whole lot of people.
I love that they just go, bitch, please, and then take the cup and get out of Tampa Bay with it.
And so many people hanging out in this chat right now were haters. And we're doubting and wanted to, it's game 7 and this is Vegas. You know what? Vegas can forever suck that dick. Sorry. But they've never won shit. All right? They don't ever get to talk about anything
cups in
ever
Vegas.
again. A bunch of zeros can't talk to champions. You're not in the club. You don't ever get to be in it. It's ours.
Yep.
It's ours. It's our club. And the Mammoth. I forgot about the Mammoth already.
They also
happened
won.
A week ago when I forgot about the Mammoth.
Colorado's on a roll.
I gotta get this out of the way. I gotta do it. First of all, we saw the super chats on the watch along. that we left for a while. You guys are insane. We see all the super chats that are coming in now. And I need you to understand, chat, that you can't comprehend how much you guys mean to me, you guys and girls. It's even on the super chats, sometimes we get salty and all that, and you guys show out, not just for the Avs, but for us. And I genuinely can't put into words what you all have built. We might be the catalyst, but you all built this. This is a place for everyone that is even remotely interested in the Avs to come and be together and live whatever it might be, whether it's a brutal loss or a fucking Stanley Cup win.
Neener.
This whole journey, we're on it together. And
It's our journey.
I can't, I genuinely don't have words to explain.
Most of life, the journey is the destination. And there are some times where the destination is the destination. And tonight was that destination.
Yeah.
Tonight was the culmination of that journey that we've been on for a long time. You know, I could tell you, going into some locker rooms, the first ever NHL locker room I went into was the opening night where the Avs blew that game to the Wild.
Brutal.
And I was like, I had no idea, right? I was like, oh, is this a bad locker room? To this day, one of the worst locker rooms I've ever been in. I just didn't know. I didn't know any better. I walked in and I was like, this is the quietest place I've ever been in the world. This could cure my insomnia alone. And to talk to some of the guys over the years, I've talked about this conversation I had with Nate McKinnon on a lot of pods over the years, but it's done. I talked to him and he said, this is the best I'll ever be at this sport. This next 7 years. It's the best I'll ever be at the sport. I have to make it count.
Yep.
And now, a night like tonight, look, he may never win another one. He may win 4 more. We have absolutely no idea. But what we do know, for irrefutable fact, absolute stone cold hard truth in life, is that Nathan McKinnon, for the rest of his life, for the rest of his days, is a Stanley Cup champion.
Unbelievable.
He made it count.
Yep.
He made it count, and Cale Makar made it count, and Gabe Landeskog. 11 years and 2 days after the organization drafted him 2nd overall in 2011.
Is a Stanley Cup
He's the guy that lifts it up. He's the guy that Gary Bettman hands it to, and he lifts it up and he skates around with it. It's his cup. It's his moment. It's his captaincy. He now puts himself on the level of a Joe Sakic as an all-time great Colorado Avalanche player. All of these guys, we will be looking back on this night tonight when their names go in the rafters, when their jerseys get retired. When 92, 29, 96, and 8 all get retired, they'll all go up there, and they'll all go up there as champions.
Well, and you got to talk about EJ, right? Like, through the rebuild, always a believer.
We do have to talk about
I've
EJ,
never seen that color of Super Chat before.
It is unreal what he did for this organization, and watching some really bad hockey through the years. I've watched every single game. I watched a year where I was just angry the whole time we did it, and now you get to do this.
If you lived through the 2010s, like from beginning to end as an Avs fan,
frustrating.
Eric Johnson lifted the cup and I just broke. Like, what do you even say?
Well, because he's such the heart of that team. Like,
well, and he's
the guy that came out after the Duchesne trade. Think about when he came out, and it was like, it's about this team. It's not about an individual player at all. It's about the team, and you're like, this guy rules.
Both Landeskog and Eric Johnson. I talked to him after the Duchesne deal.
Yeah,
both of them. I went and I told Joe, don't move me, please. If you have to and you decide to do it, it's your prerogative. You run the team. It's your call. But I'm telling you, I don't want to be anywhere but Colorado. Yeah. I don't want to go somewhere else and win anything. I want to bring it back to Denver. I want to restore the glory that dude that you built, Joe. I want to bring that back under your leadership. I want to bring that thing home, and they did it. They brought it home. I mean, who's Nathan McKinnon tackling on the ice?
Arturi fucking Lehkonen.
Like,
Justin Barron, see ya. I'm kidding.
What a pickup.
I'm kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
But I can reconcile that.
we can talk about Arturi tomorrow, honestly. Tonight, this
Yeah.
is, for
Yeah.
me, this is about Gabe. This is about EJ. It's about McKinnon.
Miko.
It's a little bit about Miko.
Carr.
It's a lot of bit about Darcy Kemper.
It's a lot of it.
Nails. Nails.
I don't ever want to hear anybody say shit ever again.
You know what? If he goes down as this generation's Auntie Niemi, you know what Auntie Niemi goes to sleep with every night?
A Stanley fucking Cup win.
And that performance tonight, nails.
Outdueled Darcy Kemper.
Andre Vasilevsky.
Outdueled himself. He outdueled himself. He's better than himself. He was better than Andre Vasilevsky.
That's right. Let's go.
He gives up one goal in the Stanley Cup winning one in the first 5 minutes of the game. And he doesn't give up another one.
Nails.
Crazy.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I had a nightmare after Game 5. Darcy was crying, and he was saying, "The net is Frankie's. I am bad." And it was a horrible dream. I didn't believe it. That's not what my subconscious was thinking. I don't know where that came from.
It was chat.
It was chat. I was like,
definitely
this
chat.
isn't even
It was
how I
definitely
feel. And I just needed this to happen and to be done. I never want to see Darcy Kemper crying in my dreams again.
You shouldn't fall asleep to the
Only-
podcast.
He will. He can cry the tears of happiness.
Yep.
He can cry champion tears.
Yeah.
Because he is for the rest of his life.
And
He was the
Frankie
starting
gets a piece
goaltender
of
for
this.
it.
Like,
Oh.
Frankie contributed. Frankie came up so big in incredibly important moments, but this is Darcy Kemper's game.
Pavel Francouz did more than 99% of backups ever get to do in a playoff. And he 6-0.
6-0.
Does his job. Does his job. Look, we feel the way that we do about him as a viable starter, blah, 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 blah. Who
None
the
of that
fuck
matters.
cares?
None of that matters.
Who the fuck cares? Both of those guys shared the net, did it like pros,
And kissed the
and got
cup.
them to the cup.
And
Yep.
both
got
of their
them
names,
to the goddamn cup.
both of their names go
theirs
on
forever.
the Stanley Cup forever.
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 This is your Sandlot moment.
Chat used to curse.
Forever.
It's genuinely
It's true.
unbelievable. I'm sure we all have stories to tell tonight.
What was your favorite moment of the run?
What wasn't my favorite moment of the run?
I'm asking you. Favorite moment? Anything stick out right away?
I think Naz's comeback
Yes, in the St. Louis series.
in the St. Louis series was amazing to watch. After all the shit that went down and how he could have shrank from that moment, and he shined bright and made St. Louis look silly with what they were talking about and discussing in that next game. Unreal moment, I think, of the playoffs.
There's so many good ones.
More or
I-
less ended that series.
Yep.
You go up 3-1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Teams don't come back.
Nope.
You know what? All this bullshit about how the Avs were going to be the first team ever to blow a 3-1 series lead. Guess what, guys? They didn't.
Yeah.
They finished this postseason 16-4.
Yeah.
Tied with the Los Angeles Kings of 2012 is the greatest playoff run in modern NHL history. They did this in, and I'm going to say modern NHL history. For me, it's a salary cap.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go 16-4 in the postseason in the fucking
Salary cap
era.
era.
That's Joe. If Joe Sakic doesn't win GM of the year, lots of bitch slaps for all these dudes.
My compliments
his.
to the chef.
It's his. 16-4. They won 72 hockey games this year.
A 72. It's. I think the moment for me was the Berkey winner in Game 1, and not because that goal was extremely special or anything like that, but that goal went in, and that I think was the moment that I realized the Avs are playing for the Stanley Cup, and this is a series. This is a hockey team that could actually do it. And they did. They actually did.
My favorite moment is Arturi Lekkonen's overtime winner in Edmonton.
Oh, what a...
No, that was a good one.
That was a game that 9 out of 10 teams, 19 out of 20 teams, 99 out of 100 teams would have packed it in and lost.
Yep.
When it got to 4-2 in the third.
Yep.
And not only did that team not do that, but they even had a chance to blow a late third period lead. And they did.
They did.
And then they roll into overtime. It might not even be that game so much as it is all the overtimes together.
Yeah.
The way that they were dominant in do-or-die moments.
Yeah.
The way that they stared down the barrel of failure. The thing that had... This is the team that couldn't get through themselves. That couldn't get through the adversity of the playoffs. That couldn't get through the hard moments. That couldn't get through the do-or-die, any of that. They couldn't do it in the past. This is a team that they can't, they couldn't, they didn't, they won't, they never will, blah, 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 blah. And instead, in overtime games this year, they were nails.
Yep.
I'm going to make
Strange.
Kale's job easier here. We see all your super chats. We love you guys so, so much. There's no way we can read all of these. If you gave us less than $50, we're gonna have to skip over you. And I love you so much. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You all are amazing.
It's not like that.
But we have to get through the show. And we have more stuff to do tonight. I still have to go make a video.
We still have writing to do. I am going to write a column tonight. It's happening.
Yep.
It's just happening. Sorry, Sam.
It's just reality. It's not that we don't love you. It's not that we don't see your comments and appreciate every single word you guys send us. But we can't be here for 6 hours. Okay. I genuinely did not think I would ever be here.
Yeah.
I never even close to this conversation. I didn't think I would ever be doing this as a job, let alone be covering a team that won the Stanley Cup. And I don't know what else to say. It's not something that you do. It's not something you go into expecting. It's something that you experience. And there will never be anything like this, ever. Ever again. This moment, all of this tonight, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Yep, this is it. Tonight is only tonight. It is
Yep.
exclusively for tonight. Never get it again.
Ever.
That joy, even if they win it next year, whatever, it'll be different.
Yep.
You can ask Tampa Bay all about that. It's not the same.
Yep.
And we'll talk about this a lot more tomorrow, but the third period tonight, I could not get that Brent Seabrook conversation out of my head. Because the third period tonight...
Yep, it looked like
you
the Avs
thought-
just wanted it.
You thought... We talked about it on the watch-along.
Yep.
This is going to come down to... Both of these teams are injured. They're beat up. They're dying to get to this finish line. This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Yep.
Who wants it the most, who's willing to work the hardest, who's willing to die for this. The proverbial die, not the actual literal die. Although they don't never, you never know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You never know. Who's going to do it for the guy next to them? Who's going to do it? Who's going to make this happen? And in that third period, you could just see there was a team that had climbed the mountain, and they climbed it again, and then they almost got to the top, and they said, I think I'm good. They were like at Forrest Gump when he was running, and he was like,
I'm going to go home now.
I'm tired. I think I'm going to go home. And luckily for them, it's not that far away. It's just down the street. Because the Avs rolled into Tampa and took that shit from them.
Yep.
They took history. They took the Stanley Cup. They took the dynasty. They took the immortality. They took everything that Tampa Bay was playing for to say that they were special and different and the kind of snowflake we'd never seen in the modern era. The Avs took it from them and buried it.
The three-peat, the Corey Perry win, the Pat Maroon four-peat.
None of it.
Took it all.
And you know what? They didn't.
They took away legacy.
They didn't play like a team tonight that deserved shit.
Yep.
They
The
didn't.
way that they acted when things started
They did
going
not
against
deserve
them,
a goddamn thing.
they have not yet give that for the last 3 games. They have yet to give up a goal that they did not fucking whine about. They did not act like champions. They didn't deserve to be champions. They aren't anymore.
Amen.
That torch got taken. They didn't pass it to anybody. It got taken. It's ours.
No one can ever take that away.
Ours.
It's in Colorado now.
It's my torch.
Megan, talk to me. What do you got to say over there?
Good luck.
It's not easy, let me tell you.
I can't hear a thing John Cooper says because I have 3 Stanley Cup rings plugging my ears.
Ah, let's go. What a...
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you say? Blaze, what do you say?
What?
I mean, world champs. Let's go.
Doesn't get no better.
Got nothing. I think we need some winner shots.
Are they here? Have they arrived?
I think I'll go check on them real
All right,
fast.
you do
Do
what
your
you gotta
thing.
do.
I'm going to do my thing.
Do your thing.
Should we do super chats or do we have more stories to tell?
I don't know what kind of story. So there's a story I've never told on the pod.
Here we go.
It's not from a current Av,
Sure.
but it was one of those stories that really drove home to me the difference between being a fan of a team and covering a team.
Yeah.
I was standing in the tunnel because I used to go down late in third periods and stand in the tunnel and
For the
watch
interviews
games.
and all that. Yeah.
And I would watch the games class level and just wait instead of having to go all the way down the elevator.
Yep.
And then jog my fat ass around the arena. Fuck all that, right? Absolutely not. So I stood at the glass. So it was a nice short jaunt. And this was when the Avs were bad. And Chris Wagner was still on the team. And Chris Wagner didn't play. He was healthy scratch that night. And there was a little girl sitting up in the stands and wasn't watching the game.
Oh,
had no
yeah,
interest
I know
in the
that.
game.
I know this.
Had no interest in the game, right? And the little girl just saw Chris Wagner and knew that Chris Wagner was one of the Avs. And she just reaches down with her hand, tiny little hand. She had to be 4 or 5, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm terrible with kids' ages. Probably fucking 8. But to me, I was like, that kid's 4 or 5.
Tiny human.
Tiny human with tiny hands. And she reached down, and Chris Wagner just reached up and just grabbed her hand, and it just made her life. She was the happiest little girl in the entire arena, right? And Chris Wagner was like, hold on, stay here. She's going anywhere, dude. She's not even watching the game, right? And so Chris Wagner goes back and he gets the stick that he had used in warm-ups that game because he had skated around before being a scratch, and slides the stick and gives it to her. And I don't know where that little girl is tonight, but I guarantee you, because of that moment, she watched this hockey game.
She's in for life.
She watched this hockey game. She watched this team. And that's the fucking difference right there. That's what this is to people, is that you make that connection, that you build up that love, that this is a stupid thing that we do. This is a dumb, irrational thing that we all care way too much about and we believe in. And it's this thing that makes no sense whatsoever. But we die for this. We die for this, right? And I don't know. I could not help but think about that little girl tonight as the clock was winding down. And wherever she is, if I was right, she's 10? So it's not
She's still young.
Who knows if she even remembers that shit? But this is. I couldn't help but think about her and think about this moment and how when we were that age, we had this kind of moment.
Absolutely.
We had 96.
It created a whole generation of fans.
We had 2001, and all of those fans grew up to be on this set at different times.
Yep.
Grew up to be on the set. Now, this is your first go-around with
what's
this.
the new girl got to say?
This is your first go-around really understanding and seeing this. How is that?
My introduction to the team was in the 2010s, so I did not imagine I would ever be in this position, and it wasn't about that for me. I had never had that expectation, and I I don't know if I'm ever going to process how this feels right now, but feels good.
It's going to be real tough when we're still crying on Monday's show. It's going to be real tough.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to stop.
You said you never had that expectation. Is that just because they were so far from it? And that
Yeah. I mean, that's good. Like, think 2010, shortly after that is when we see Gabriel Landeskog enter the scene. There's some departures that happen that you expected, like maybe Matt Duchene was the core of this team. Maybe Ryan O'Reilly was the core of this team. I had to rewrite what I expected that to even look like. And going through Joe Sacco era, Patrick Waugh coaching era, I did not have that expectation. I felt they're building something. I like the culture of this team, but I didn't have Stanley Cup expectations at that time. But I knew historically they were capable of it. I just had never seen it firsthand. What in the... Is it Pink Whitney? Okay.
That's all we got left.
Yeah, we straight up cleaned out the bar tonight.
Killed it.
There's nothing left.
Yeah.
All right. Who's saying it? Let's go.
To the biggest win Dr. Dubs will ever prescribe. To the Colorado Champerado.
The state of hockey.
State of
Let's
hockey
go.
town.
Hockey town.
Hockey town. I'm losing my mind over that.
Let's go.
This one
Cheers.
is for the cup.
For the cup.
Got a tip of my tongue in it.
And I was the little girl that AJ saw in
Gotta
the
put
stands that day.
Gotta put that one back, AJ.
I was not.
Can't do front of the mouth on those lemonade drinks.
So funny.
This is...
I love that.
That was not it, fam.
I've spent my entire life believing the greatest commercial ever made was the There Are No Words.
No words commercial. And let me tell you, that shit is so true.
It's the truth.
We went downstairs and people are like, how do you guys feel about this? And it's like, we're not even on the team, but
Yeah.
there are no words.
You can't. You just hug your neighbor, and they did it.
Man, when you watch a team every year and just go through the ups and downs with a team, there's no way to describe when you see a team like this form. It's so silly listening to people talk about the defects of a team like this. Look what they did this year, not just during the regular season, but in the playoffs. It's unreal. People had qualms about this team that had 4 losses in the playoffs.
Total.
That dominated the regular season, clinched, and then took a month off.
They genuinely never faced elimination.
Nope.
Ever.
Not
the
once.
Entire playoffs.
Can we also give a really quick shout out to a guy that's not here right now?
Go off.
Yes.
Has been on the road the entire postseason.
What an animal.
Has been grinding away.
What a monster.
He texted me after the game. We miss him. We love him. He can't wait to be at home. I can't wait to see him. But a big time shout out to Jesse Montano.
Yeah.
It's going to be
because this guy rolled into the Colorado Media School years ago, stalked us,
just went in,
found the pod,
just went in,
decided to produce the pod for us, decided to stop what he was doing with his life because he wanted to do this, and then went and did some other things for a little while.
And came back
because he was like, this is bullshit. I literally ran into him at the rookie tournament in Arizona. And he and I, as I was driving him to the airport, because he was going to take an Uber like a dumbass. And I was like, bro, why? I've got my car. Just get in my fucking car and I'm taking you to the airport. And on the way to the airport, we talked about the possibility of him coming back to DNVR and what it would look like and how I envisioned it. And I said, look, I want you to be my partner on the beat that actually goes to stuff, that actually is present and is, and is covering the team and, less on the, can do the pod and this and that, but massive shout out to Jesse, who has worked his fucking ass off.
Absolutely.
And is, I hope, partying with all of the Avs media out there.
Go off.
And showing them that, you know what? Just because you cover a team doesn't mean you can't love something at the same time.
Yep.
because that is the one thing that I think we have done a great job of. I will forever be proud of.
Amen.
We love the team. We cover the team. We treat it. We take it seriously. We treat it like professionals, which is funny because there are times like we talk a lot about like choking and big dicks and like nonsense on the show, but we take it seriously. We take it seriously.
It's a job. It's a job.
We put work in, and Jesse has absolutely fucking
put his ass to the grindstone, man.
He has been awesome in this postseason. I
Great
told
coverage.
I told him that I wanted them to win it in Denver so he could be here with us tonight.
Yeah.
He can't be. He's in Tampa. He'll be on a first flight back. He doesn't ever have to go back to that shithole until they beat him in the Cup final next year. And I'm just so proud of that guy, and I want to make sure that guy gets proper love. He's been going through some shit
awesome.
lately. I want to make sure Evan Rowell gets some love.
Yes.
Been staying up late at night. He's the guy that has to go through and grade every player during that fucking 6-2 disaster in Game 3. That guy's going through. He's looking at line mate data. He's looking at all kinds of information and grading players. We take it seriously. It looks easy. It looks fun. It's not always that way. It's a great time. We love what we do. It's a grind, and I want to make sure that those guys, they're not here tonight, but I want to make sure that they get love. I want to make sure that Brandon gets love.
Needs it.
Brandon gets love because none of us are here
Would
without
never
Brandon
have been
Spano
here.
giving us opportunities.
Not a chance.
Sending me an email and just saying, I got this idea to do a thing. Maybe you're interested.
I'm some dipshit kid on YouTube.
And I gave him a big hug tonight, and I said thank you to him because without
Same.
him ever sending me that email, I never have a chance to say yes. I never have a chance to do any of this, and then none of us are here. None of us are here.
Yeah.
Look, I don't really feel bad for Jesse because like he made a new friend on the road. Him and Tim Peel, great buddies now. Great buddies.
It's true. He
and-
has the go-to on every officiating for all the controversial calls that Tampa Bay fans can whine about for the rest of their lives about how they got screwed in this series. They get to whine about it, and Tim Peel can tweet about it, and he'll DM Jesse and be like, "We boys."
It goes.
I also I'm rolling, but
Keep going.
I want to say thank you to Megan. She had an impossible job this year because she got she out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. She's literally not doing any of this. I had no idea. Megan and I have quietly known each other for years.
Yes.
And I had no idea that she had any interest in this. And we sat down at the bar the day that Rudo and I spent the entire day at the bar betting on college football. She brings this fucking binder of mementos from her life
I was looking at
as
it
a
on
hockey
Game
fan.
5.
And immediately, more than anything she said or did that day, bringing the binder of stuff.
Nothing else mattered.
It was like, this is one of us. This is our person. This is who we are. This is our DNA at work. And Megan, you guys have already known this, but Megan has put in an insane amount of work this year to figure out what this god-awful industry is all about. You know, putting up with some bullshit, putting up with some people that aren't always that nice.
Fuck them.
And then figuring out the AHL, which, let me tell you, is the Wild West of leagues.
I love it.
It is crazy down there. And it's great because she gets incredible access that we couldn't get at the NHL level. But it was amazing getting to watch Megan go from, I would love to do this someday, to being like who Megan is. And I'm so excited for me to get fired in 3 years so Megan can have my job.
No.
And it'll be Megan
no.
and Jesse and
I'll be the weirdo
Rudo
still
and
hanging
Blaze.
around. Yeah, totally.
Rudo and Blaze doing this when they win the 2027 Cup. It'll be those guys, and I'll be up in Winnipeg somewhere like making sure that I send at least a $50 super chat to get low. At that point, it'll probably be a $150 super chat.
I want to reiterate what you said because I've done the drive to Loveland a number of times.
So have I.
And you have to be dedicated. You have to commit yourself to the job. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. And Megan goes up there, and not only does she provide unbelievably good coverage for the Eagles, which, by the way, made my life so easy. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's dope.
But she goes up there and she gets the best out of it.
Yeah.
She's not just watching the games. She's not just doing the standard
Watching
reports.
other reporters take her information.
Yeah.
I watched it happen.
Watching other reporters take her information. She would like send me a screenshot of this, and she'd be like,
Interesting.
little thinky emoji. And I was like, this is how you know you're doing good work. Because other people are trying to fucking steal
For like
it.
every call up for the second half of the year, the source was Megan Angley.
It was Megan.
Like straight up.
It was Megan, dude. It was Megan.
It's just, and I can't thank anyone enough. It's not just the Avs beat.
No,
Shout out
no,
Brendan Vogt
no.
for filling in on the Twitter.
Yes.
Shout out Marissa for doing
Yes.
our Twitter for us.
Yes.
Shout out Eric and Blaze for making the best shirts in the fucking world.
Having a championship shirt ready to go, I was shocked that a hockey fan could be involved in designing this beauty right here that we wear.
Fuck yeah. And the Kale one that's out now too.
And the kale, the
Conn Smythe winner
Thank you.
Oh,
Kale.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
I'm like that thing that he won tonight.
The thing that he was like, yeah, this is great. Here, take
Dude.
this. I'm going to go lift the cup, bro.
Can we
He
not-
looked more reticent to touch that than they did the fucking Western
yeah, but what,
Conference
like
trophy.
what happened?
we
Worst
didn't get
cut
to see
in
the
history.
car lift the cup.
Yeah, they're
We
like-
got to see it, and then we got to
They
watch
cut
him
away
skate it in the
immediately,
background
yeah.
behind landing. And for me, I'm like, you know what? This isn't entirely the fault of the players because they gave it to like Andre Burakovsky.
It was a weird order there
and
for
you're
a
like,
second.
wait, whoa, Berkey, no offense. You didn't even play in this fucking game,
I love
bro.
all of you, but
Ahead of Kale McCarr? What the shit? What is happening right now? I don't want to keep going down this road because I want to keep
No,
going down.
we're going down good time road.
Good time.
No,
Good time
because
road.
I want to thank Blaze.
Yep.
We brought Blaze onto the show, and we were like, look,
I have no idea what I'm
Just
doing.
show up and be hockey
we
man.
need you to just come and hang out and give us a different voice.
Well,
on
and this is look, it worked out so well. This is your men's league USA champion right here.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god, that's a lot of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, you're going hard on the bottom of that thing.
what is it?
It's Jack Daniels and Coke.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Valid.
good one.
That's valid.
It's a classic, but I drank it too fast. Yeah, so Blaze, like, with 1,000 kids,
That's right.
it's incredible that both of you are here as often as you
Yeah.
are.
Well, we paid other kids to watch other kids.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. How old is the babysitter?
16,
Oh, okay.
15.
So it's like a real kid. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's like a okay.
He's like an adult.
It's like a pretend college kid right now.
I heard
Cool.
it took triple digits Friday. What did it take tonight?
Where are we at? Yeah, getting another $100.
All right, so
$200.
Venmo Blaze to pay for his babysitting,
No.
and then like, look, this is gonna make him really uncomfortable, and he's just gonna have to live with it. This is my guy right here.
Fuck.
Yeah,
This
let's
is my
go.
guy.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking when I hired when we reached out to Rudo, when Jesse decided to go do other things, and we were gonna hey, we're gonna go in a different direction with DNVR. It still BSN at the time.
Yep.
For like 6 minutes.
Yep.
We were DNVR by the start of the next season, I believe.
I'd been hired for 2 months,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, we're DNVR now.
And so Jesse decided to go do other things, and I immediately hit up Rudo because I knew like there was one guy in the Avalanche space who was making quality content, knew what he was talking about, and deserved every opportunity that we could give him.
Oh, yeah.
And that was this guy right here who sat through a lot of fucking bad hockey.
Let's go.
Broke down. He clipped and broke down every fucking hockey game for years, putting that shit on Reddit, the cesspool of humanity, on Reddit. And deserves every bit of praise and every bit of success that this dude has. He stays up till 5 a.m. He had the bullshit of all bullshit office chairs when we hired him. And then we got him a bullshit gaming chair. And I hope he has one that is totally dope now.
It's way better now.
Thank
It's
God.
way better now.
He's got a dope chair. He just bought a house. Seeing this guy
Yeah.
when we hired him, who had just graduated with college and hadn't figured it all out yet, he was just making videos, and I knew that this is the guy that I wanted to help push our beat in a better place, a higher place. And every single day, this guy shows up to work. This guy, he goes and he gets dental work done. His job is talking for a living. Talking! And this guy, I'm texting him and I'm like, bro, are you good? Are you like, you could totally not do this if you don't want. And he's like, I can't feel anything, so I might as well just do it.
Oh, the only thing he was pissed about is he couldn't drink. You couldn't have a drink.
He couldn't drink beer for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting here pounding waters like me. And he's like, bro, how do you live like this? This dude, people just do not understand the hours that he puts in, the work that he puts in, all the clips, all the videos that we do, all the hype videos. He pulls every clip. He does every voiceover thing for us. I send it to him because I want his voice to be the one that you guys hear on these videos. He asked me the other day, he was like, do you want to do this? Have something different? And I'm like, absolutely not. That's my guy. He's earned every bit of fucking praise. He has earned every bit of all of this. That guy right there, that's our Kale McCarr.
Let's go.
That guy right there.
Rudo.
Let's go, Rudo.
That's our guy.
Rudo.
There is a reason Rudo shirts exist in the world. Because that guy has earned it, and he deserves every piece of that love. Like, that's what's up.
I remember on the Dropbox, I saw those, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
They are amazing.
Eric's
and
like, oh, don't worry about those.
There are not. And you know which one? You know how you know that Rudo's the real guy on this beat? Which one of us is going to Arizona in 2 weeks for the draft? It's not me. It's that guy.
Yeah.
That guy during the Stanley Cup final is staying up till 6 o'clock in the morning doing homework on fucking draft prospects in a draft the Avalanche are barely participating in, so that he can go and help PHNX out.
Don't take Simon Nemec. Simone Nemec. I'm going to make fun of that team mercilessly
Did
when
you
they
go
do.
to McDonald's to
I
upload
did.
your video?
I uploaded
This
my
dude-
last
at like
Avalanche
5 in the
video.
morning.
Isn't working
This
right
dude
now.
doesn't have working internet as his place of residence. Uploads the pod from McDonald's.
At 5 in the morning.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the dude right here.
Yeah.
He is the guy that makes it all fucking hum. He brings everything together. He's the bridge between everything that we want to do, between video and writing and all of that. That's our guy. That's our fucking guy right there. If there's a Conn Smythe winner for DNVR, it's this guy right here. It's this guy right fucking here. Don't let him shake his head, and don't let him try and deny it. Don't let him wiggle out of it. That's our guy. Forever and ever, this guy will be. This is the one guy that watching the pod, when I was contemplating, do I want to work the Stanley Cup Finals or do I want to be at the bar? And my deciding factor was I want to be with Rudo.
Oh.
If they win the cup, I want to be with Rudo. And that was it for me. And then when they won it,
No,
no
stop.
offense to Micah, who I love,
Stop.
but I had to give my guy the hug. That's my guy.
It's not. It's. I only exist.
He's gonna do all this humble bullshit right now.
No.
And it's just gonna be bullshit.
It's all
It's just
true.
don't let him do it.
It's all true.
Don't let him do it.
It's all. I only fucking exist here because of so many fucking people. Like, I'm just some idiot on the internet.
Well, in that way, we all are.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an internet connection now, bro.
But I was more like, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll clip Avs games. Who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. And people liked it. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll talk about Avs games. Who the fuck am I? Nobody. And then I started talking about Avs games. And then people like Micah are like, bro, you know some shit. Let me help you. And every fucking step of the way, someone has been like, let me help you. And I wouldn't be fucking anywhere without anybody.
Don't let him say this.
Without
This is
everybody,
all.
every single person on
Don't-
Reddit.
You put that finger
Bring it
away.
up.
What's crazy is this pod starting to sound like a fucking hockey team right now.
The funniest thing in the world is that on all the different beats, You didn't have to know which sport we covered to know which sport we covered. Because Rudo and I embody classic hockey, dude, to our very fucking core. And then we roll up with Evan, and we roll up with Jesse, and we fucking unearth Megan from God knows
I
where.
think there's some goalie energy
And there's
here.
always some true hockey axioms at all of our cores. None of us want any credit for anything. We all look at it as this is a team. We are DNVR Avalanche. We are not AJ Hafley or Nathan Rudolph or Megan Angley. We are DNVR Avalanche. And I will never, ever, ever, ever take an ounce of credit for a single piece of this. Because
and
there are hold on one sec.
But
There
you
are
need to.
people that made us exist. The Cole Hamiltons, Cheryl Bradleys, the Austin Mannix,
Absolutely.
Casey Lucas, JD
right.
Killians.
Absolutely.
All of them helped build up BSN Denver to get us to where we could have guys like this be on staff, to have Megan come in and have a full-time job in an industry that doesn't want her to have a full-time job. And we built a world that we wanted to live in, that we wanted to share with everybody else. And it would not have happened without all those people that I have named. Every single person has contributed to all of them.
I love that I get to throw this back in your face. Because you said we, buddy. And I appreciate Brandon Spano for making this company, for making this all possible. But the only reason you see 3 of the 4 people on this set is because of AJ Hafley.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only reason any of us have the opportunity to do this is because this man,
These
are all
his job,
There's
These
no
are all
arguing.
talented enough people to have gotten here on their own.
went out
you
on a
found me.
limb and built this fucking beat by himself, and then went out and found every single one of us and said, "Come do this with me."
Let's go.
AJ!
Let's go, AJ.
None of us are here without you.
None of that is true.
That's all
No,
true.
your
that is
analysis is
true.
so
Every
good,
word of that is
but you're
true.
wrong about this one.
Yeah. We have an absurd amount of absurdly expensive super chats, so let's get to a couple. $100 from Greg. You guys have made such an amazing community. You should be proud of the work you've done to give all of us whack jobs a home. P.S. If you saw me crying at Ballerina in the final seconds, no, you didn't. Thank you
I haven't
so
cried
much.
at all tonight. I don't even know what that guy's talking about.
Yeah. What
More
a whack
bullshit.
job crying.
I know. It's just sports. These are just games.
$200 from Christopher.
Jesus.
Is that Christopher Blue like Eddie's dad?
Oh,
Blue Liner's parents have to say thank you so much to the entire DNVR fan for all the support you've shown for him. Perfect ending for this amazing season before Eddie heads off to ASU. You're my boy, Blue.
That's so awesome.
Eddie.
He was here tonight too.
We love Eddie.
Eddie.
Eddie's our
Eddie
dude.
was on the watch
Yep.
along during he was one of the voices on the watch along during the cup presentation.
Yep.
You guys probably didn't hear it clearly, but
You
he
heard
was.
mumbling in the background, I'm sure.
I don't know if you guys can hear this now, but this
Is this you
Houston.
also? Oh
It is
my
not,
God,
but it might as well be. Whoever it is has a line to my soul.
$72 from D Hutch. $72 for 72 wins. Been listening to the pod for a couple years now. Y'all are amazing and make being an Avs fan even more enjoyable. Here's to many more years to come. Let's fucking go. $200 from the legend. This dude has to have given us like thousands of
He's
dollars.
so glad
by
there wasn't
now.
a Game 7. He's like, I can't keep doing this.
Drew Lounsbury, tonight is absolutely amazing, and you guys make every game that much better. You guys are the Avalanche of sports media, in my opinion, and I'm so glad I found you.
We
Thanks
agree.
so much for
Love
all
you,
of your
Drew.
hard work.
We just don't want
Nothing
any
but love,
individual
ladies
credit.
and gents. Thank you so
Love
much,
you, Drew, man.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
an amazing
much.
run with you.
$50 from Cascadia Flow. My memories right now are up there with my dad taking me out of elementary school in the Midwest watch the 1996 finals. AJ, you mean so much to me, and I've quoted you to help others. Love from Central Oregon. Repeat of $20 chat, so please read. and like, hang on, because I know some people didn't listen. You guys, seriously, even the small super chat tonight, so many of you showed up, and you support us to like a level that genuinely. There was a time in my life where I was in my apartment making videos, and I got 87 views, and I was like, this is big. I'm doing it.
I hurt my hobo.
and you guys have put so much support into us that I just can't. You guys are insane.
Just a quick side story. She mentioned 2010. That was Matt Duchene's rookie year.
Yeah.
Where they made the postseason on a shootout
His
goal by Matt
shootout goal,
Duchene
yeah.
in Vancouver.
Yep.
And I had work at 11 o'clock. They were in Vancouver, so that was a late game. And that shootout went till 10:46 exactly.
You know.
And I know because I was still sitting in my apartment, and I had a 45-minute work to my bullshit garbage can hotel job. That was the haunted hotel, by the way.
Oh, shit.
And so I had a 45-minute drive to work that night, and I stayed at home, and I watched every inch of that shootout. And then when Matt Duchene scored, I fucking shut down my computer, I slammed my door, and I literally jumped from the top of my stairs, all 16 steps down to the bottom, jumped all the way down, did not land gracefully, and barrel rolled into the door, got up and then ran out and then drove 400 miles an hour to work. And I was excited, and that was because they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
No expectations of them winning any games.
Right.
They won 2 more than I thought they would. I happened to be in the building that year for the Game 3 win over
The
the
actual
Sharks.
nonsense goal.
The own goal, Dan Boyle, technically Ryan O'Reilly goal. I was in the building for that. I hugged strangers, and it set me up. It set me up to be here tonight, where I hugged a lot of strangers.
The locker room.
Oh wow!
Who's next?
Oh my God! I cannot wait for that thing to show up at a Rockies game this week.
Oh my God! $50 from Miss Truly. We said hi the other day. Thank you so much for welcoming me
We
into the
love
Vibe Tribe.
you.
I'm officially an Avs hockey fan for life. I hope you will consider me
It's
for the
all
Conn
downhill.
Smythe of
Fuck
hockey
yeah.
noobs. Here's
This isn't
50.
her first super chat too. I
She-
feel like she sent others.
Yeah, she's had many.
Miss Truly.
She can have the Calder.
She was
We
up
love
here the
you.
other day,
She
and I
was
felt
up
bad.
last-
I was
yeah,
so
last
mad
game.
on
It was
Friday.
a bad vibe, but she's
I felt
awesome.
bad.
It's all right. We
I
took
was
her.
mad
wasn't-
We
Friday.
took her out to Squire with us.
Yeah.
We did okay.
you know what?
Oh,
Good
you went
vibes
with them?
now.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, that's awesome.
In that case, I apologize for nothing. You had a great time.
$50 from Logan saying, "Y'all made this year amazing." God, holy fucking Christ. Okay. Y'all made this amazing for us fans here in Cali. You should just be reading this. Surrounded by Shark fans, as an Avs fan, is tough, but it's feeling awfully good right now. The DNVR team deserves a vacation. Hopefully he goes somewhere to tan and swim in John Cooper's tears.
Okay, first of all, I take offense to that tan comment, but you are not kidding. I will be in Vegas in 2
I
weeks.
wore the jorts the other day, so I think that's
True
probably
enough.
what it's about.
Yeah,
we
and I
saw
will be in
him.
Vegas.
Did you book something? Or
No, but we
Yeah.
don't have. It's Vegas.
Yeah.
It's Colorado. We're fine.
Good point. Good point. Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually an insane person, Shoe Shiner. This is actually nonsense. $500 from Shoe Shiner. I've been reading AJ since the days of the comment section of that Avs blog for more than a decade. Mile High Hockey, by the way. Thank you. And to Rudo, Megan Blaze, Jesse Evan, everyone on his pod.
My first ever real article that was not the Northwest check on Mile High Hockey was all about how Garth Snow might be a genius.
How'd that work out for you?
It's a good thing I said might. That's what that was. It was all about how Garth Snow might be a genius. This
$100 from Luke from Winnipeg saying,
is my guy right here.
"My mom has Parkinson's and is losing her long-term and short memory, but she remembered that the Avs were my team and texted me, I hope Sakic and the Avs win tonight.
Man.
Meant the world to me, to all the fans, older fans, BSN fans.
Bud,
DNVR fans, enjoy this vibe.
when I
tribe.
get up to Winnipeg this summer, we're having drinks. Get a fucking babysitter. I'll pay for it. You and Kath coming out with Z and me, and we're gonna fucking party.
And shout out, man. My dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's last year, and I don't care what it is. He's not fucking forgetting tonight.
Yeah. Straight up.
It's something special.
Yep.
Genuinely.
Yeah, it is.
$200 from Randy. Another, like, you people are actually insane.
You guys been waiting for this.
Yeah.
They budgeted.
Stanley Cup win.
Stanley Cup win super chat.
Words can't
Feels
express
good.
my feeling of being a lifelong Avs fan from the start of the franchise till now. The stumbling on YouTube and finding the DNVR family, same feeling. Thank you for so many hours of entertainment.
Randy's always here.
I'm glad you hit the right button,
Always.
Randy.
Sometimes he is,
He's
and,
always
and
here.
sometimes I wonder if we're actual psychopaths.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm gonna roll in at 1 p.m. tomorrow and be like, "All right, let's break down how the Avs won the Stanley Cup. Let's go."
Let's talk high danger chances. Because guess who didn't have them tonight? It'll be a short combo.
$140 from Ryan
I used to
saying
listen to the song on the bus when I was in 7th grade.
a little Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, Californication was the jam with me and my friends.
From the Brook Bandits to
Shout out
Hobie
Work
Baker to Calder to Norris, Conn Smythe and Stanley Cup champion. Congrats, Kale from Calgary,
Oh,
Brooks, and all of
I
Southern
Yeah.
Alberta.
You know what?
Yes.
Next stop, Hart Trophy.
Yep.
Next stop, Hall of Fame.
Yep.
That's all he's got left to win. Those are literally. He is 23 years old. Those are the only
I mean,
accomplishments he has left on his
If
career.
he wants to put a couple more cups on the resume,
He's going to put a couple more Norrises, and he's going to go down as this generation's Bobby Orr and the second best defenseman in
I
NHL
agree.
history.
I
remember
agree.
the first time watching him in college going, this
the-
is a man amongst boys.
He's the best
out there.
defenseman in Avs history,
I
no
watched
doubt
it.
about
It's
it.
not
No
close.
question.
Shut
And then
down
just
DU.
gone through the roof
In
since
the
then.
library.
maybe the thing I'm most proud of in
Rob
my life.
Blake, Ray Bork, wish they could be Cale Makar.
Yep.
I don't get a lot of things right. I got Kale McCarr right. $50 from Eugene saying, "Let's fucking go. Congrats to everyone everywhere and the Avs. Extra shout out to all y'all on the pod. When I started listening to you guys while I lived in London years ago, waking up at 2 a.m. to watch games
That's fucking
can be more
dedication. That's shout out
like
you, my
Eugene,
guy.
you're
That's
about
shout out
you're
you.
channeling all of Europe right now
Yeah.
because holy shit,
Shout out
European
Euros.
fans. What a life you guys are living. You just won a Stanley Cup at like 7 a.m. on a Monday for you guys.
I don't know who those guys are.
I hope all the European fans aren't going to work today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Take Monday off, fam.
Yeah.
You guys get a billion days off anyway. Live it up.
There you go. $70 from Mark saying
This is one of our guys.
Matt Duchene got to see his childhood team win the cup.
Oh,
Let's go,
That is
Avs.
cold. That is cold.
Now I can decompress.
He can also say he was the best player in the series that he played against.
That's
He
true.
was the linchpin to the Stanley Cup.
Yo, Bowen Byram.
Yeah.
When Sam Girard went down, who stepped up? It's Bowen Byram.
The Bo
Yep.
Show.
Without Matt Duchene, the Avs don't have either of those
The
guys.
linchpin.
Eustace lifted the cup
Shout out
tonight.
Dutchy.
So shout out Dutchy.
He just wants to play winning hockey.
Nice. Is that you? Nice.
$62 from Robert saying, for the greatest trade deadline acquisition of all time.
Fucking which one?
It's Lecky, $62.
I get it.
Genius Joe Sakic.
Poor 42.
Turnout, I mean, Lecky did have 4 fucking game winners.
Josh Manson, I didn't get 2.
Turns out you can win a Stanley Cup with Darcy Kemper as your starting goalie.
Easy.
More like
Knives out.
I'm kidding.
Let's go.
I'm kidding.
Look, just because they won the cup doesn't mean the knives are not in the bushes.
There's no off season for the knives.
Yeah. Megan's gonna get home tonight. It's gonna be all traffic cones and Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to all the
Nice.
traffic cones. You're a champion tonight.
That's right. Pump that thing up. It needs to know it's special. It needs to know that its status is elevated from when you last saw it.
You're an ordinary cone tonight. You're a Stanley Cup champion.
That's right. You're a champion cone.
The Long Patrol with $50 saying, I just got home after being stuck abroad for 3 years. Got to see the win in the same room as my best friends. I'm sobbing. You guys gave me a community for all these years. Love DNVR.
All love from us.
That's what it's all about.
All the guys that shouted us out at the bar, all the guys that pulled us aside and offered us drinks, all the guys that did everything. That's what it was for.
Yep. 50 from Editor Edward saying, lost my wife over a year ago. I've been missing Colorado this whole playoffs. Glad to have these watch-alongs to watch the playoffs with. The whole crew is amazing. Let's go, Avs. DNVR for life.
I don't know what to say other than all love, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're glad you're along for the ride with us.
Yeah. $50 from Griff saying, just starting the stream at the top. Go Avs.
There's nowhere for them to go. They're at the top.
Yep.
It's all up.
Now it's yay abs.
Yay.
All summer it's just yay abs. There's no go abs.
Yeah.
Or it's abs yay.
Also acceptable.
Also acceptable. Abs yay.
I don't know what Kale's doing. He's going into something. Oh, okay.
Oh, I love it.
Allie,
Why
get on
isn't
it.
she here?
Where is she?
I thought they went downtown.
I think they were trying to go into the city center.
$100 from Blake saying, Lurker, but watch every single pod. Been reading AJ since MHH days. The feels better than I ever imagined I would. This team has been through so much. Love you all.
Blake, one of those guys that I met at a restaurant because he was a big follower of mine way back in the day, and he was in town for an Avs game. Ironically, an Avs Lightning game that the Avs lost by a bunch that night, and had dinner with him that night, and it was really cool getting to know him and spending time with him, and he's still with us all these years later. It's fucking awesome.
I love that, Blake.
$100 from
Blows
Brian.
my mind how many of these people I know.
It's crazy. What a special year and run. Let's go. Special thanks to AJ and Rudo. I've been following your words and videos since MHH days. Y'all have been grinding and making top-notch content for years with your entire hearts. Thank you.
It felt
Thank
like
you.
it. It felt like it.
Yep.
$100 from Josh, who says, Stanley Cup champions. You guys rock. Thank you for the community you created. I've been with you guys since the BSN days. You created a place for the Avs fan in Chicago. He's a fan since 95. This cup was even better than 01. It was special. It was special. $100 from Fuckhead Micah, who says, loved watching the DNVR with DNVR this year. Here's to all of you in the chat, the pod, the producers, and of course the champions, the Colorado Avalanche.
Let's go.
Let's go.
$200 from Ken, who just gave us $200 because he's an absolute animal. Thank you so much. $50 from Sasha. We did it. OMG. Much love to everyone at DNVR, AJ, Rudo, Blaze, Allie, and the rest of the gang, and to all of the OG peeps in chat. So happy. GG Denver, and yes, I'm crying.
Same. I mean,
a lot of people
crying.
are. Yeah.
Kanye.
Who does that?
$50 from Balderoda. Close enough.
Nailed it.
I stopped playing hockey 13 years ago, and a lot of mental health issues followed. The Avs, even through the trash, have been the thing that have kept me going. Today, for the first time in a while, I feel peace.
Yes.
Much love, fam. Let's enjoy this forever.
Oh, yeah.
Forever.
Oh, yeah.
No one can ever take it away. And $100 from Josh to wrap things up. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, all of you. Especially all of you who gave less than $50. You are our bread and butter. Every single one of you. We don't exist without you. We're not here. It's me and AJ shouting into the fucking void.
Shouting into cans. Like neighbors shouting into a can, house to house with a little string.
Instead,
Pornbots, one last ride.
Pornbots! One more time!
Shout out, Pornbots.
Yes!
Got us across the finish line. might get me across the
Feels
finish line
right.
later.
No, you're
I'm just kidding. That's NHL.com. That's NHL.com.
No, we know it's the climax moment is EJ kissing the cup. We know.
bro.
We know.
Don't ruin that moment. It'll be like in its goal.
That was such a good. We'll talk about it.
Any
I'm like weirdly excited to get to 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
To talk about the game.
okay, let's have our series pod now. Come on, I'm Jonesing.
I need it now.
We gotta talk about the transition gun. We have to talk about the greatest third period in Stanley Cup history. The single most dominant.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
The champions finish. The way that you take it from the team who has been atop the league for 2 years. The fucking false prophets, the COVID champions, the asterisk warriors finally run into a real hockey team and they wilt. Folded like the French. It's over. Took that shit from them. It's coming back to Colorado. It's on an airplane. I hope it's not on an airplane right now. I hope it's at a bar downtown Tampa. I hope the boys are doing a thing and not eating a pecan salad on an airplane. Bringing the cup back to us. There will be a parade. We'll see
Buzzer
it.
beater from Danny
Can't
here,
wait.
saying, love y'all so much. MHH to BSN to DNVR. The Avs are finally champions again.
Danny, one of our long-time guys, Danny.
Any final stories, or are we dunking this?
Oh my gosh, man.
Daddy.
Let me tell you, when I was in Winnipeg, there was a guy, I don't remember which one of them it was, one of the Winnipeg reporters that wanted to do a feature on Darren Helm.
Yeah, I
Because
know
he's
this
from
story.
Manitoba,
Yeah.
and Darren Helm did not cooperate at all. like, what do you think of the Avs Red Wings rivalry? I don't really remember it. I wasn't part of it. What about this being on the Avs as part of maybe a cup team? It's a pretty good team. Sure hope we can go deep. Bro, homie's trying to hook you up. It's like the only one-on-one interview we did all year. Come on. Well, and then playoffs started and he turned into Daddy Home.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Nails home.
All right.
I've got stories for days, guys. We'd be here all
Let's
night.
get out of here.
I want to go
Kendall's
drink
bringing
more.
home a cup.
I want to go drink more. I want to hang
We're
out
doing
with
that.
staff.
What? Say again?
Ken Doll's bringing home a cup.
Barbie 1, Denver Post 0.
Best night tonight is actually Barbie, right?
We did off the
Come
top.
on, Barbie. Let's go party.
Chat, don't be lame. Go buy a 3-cup Avalanche shirt. There are 3 Stanley Cups on this shirt. The Avs only get to be
They
champions
got
so many
crumbs.
times. Tonight, this Stanley Cup is forever. It never gets to go away. The Avs get this forever. You get this forever. We get this forever. You
Flags
never...
fly forever.
Forever! Buy a shirt. Show some love. Do whatever you want to do tonight because the Avs are Stanley Cup champions!
Let's go!
Woo! Take us out.